Hey everyone, this is Avery, and we are back for yet another episode of Super Mario Galaxy at long last! I know it's been too long. And speaking of too long, looks like we got some mail from Mr. Stoner Mailtoad. Here's a letter from Princess Peach, man. Dear Mario, in a faraway place, but I'm alright because you're coming to What if I don't want to rescue you, Princess? I've been rescuing you for the better part of maybe 20 years at this point. And what if I just want to go and have an exploration of space, or space exploration or whatever, a space expedition, that's what I'm trying to say, with this cute little sea foam, I don't know what the hell I was saying. Anyway, last time we completed the Terrastone, met with Megaleg, and started up the Fountain Dome. That was kind of a rocky start to the episode, but I don't care. So this time, I will meet you back on the map screen. We have two choices today. We have the Space Giant Galaxy, which is basically a giant asteroid belt, and also a burp that was trying to form but didn't, and the Battlerock Galaxy. We're going to start here because, quite honestly, I really can't wait to start this galaxy because it's one of my personal favorites. I don't know why I'm stammering so much. So let's get started. Battlerock Galaxy, Battlerock Barrage. It looks like Mars. What a happy thought. And the reason why I think this galaxy is probably one of the best galaxies in the game, Battlerock Galaxy's music is, in my opinion, one of the best themes in Super Mario Galaxy, and thankfully this is not the only time we get to hear it. We'll be hearing it again over in Dreadnought Galaxy, over in the Garden Dome, which will be quite a ways away. Get out of here, Doom Beetle. So, yeah. I don't have a whole lot to say on that situation, so I'll just let you listen to the beauty of this music. Oh, goodness, this music is so good. Out of all the themes in the game, I would definitely say this is one of the songs that fits its world the most and gives you definitely a sense of scope. It feels like a very war-torn world that just will not stop and will continue on and on for the rest of eternity. It's so good. It kind of reminds me of the planets, actually, with, oh my god, I forgot what the composer's name was because it's nearly impossible to pronounce for me. But it reminds me of Mars from that particular soundtrack, album, whatever you want to call it. It's symphony. And I think Battlerock Galaxy does a pretty decent time or job. Why am I screwing up with my words today? My god. I think Battlerock Galaxy does a pretty good job at representing the music pretty well. Now, we are getting introduced once again to the Bullet Bill enemy. Unlike many other Bullet Bills in other 3D Mario games, these guys home in on you most of the time. Most of the time, Bullet Bills just kind of fire in one direction and won't pay you any mind. But in Super Mario Galaxy, for whatever reason, the homing type of Bullet Bill are the primary type that are present in the game. So keep your eyes out. Also, we have these little Pimpster Goombas, which I just recently found out what their official name is. And you're not going to believe this. Those tiny Goombas They're called Mini Goombas. I kid you not, that is their official name, and I don't get it. They really should have gotten a new name. But, oh well. Oh, wait. Already? Really? Yeah, pass that gas, Mario. What the hell? Seems that a prankster comet has appeared somewhere. Prankster comets have very strange effects on galaxies. If you want to learn more about these curious comets, ask the Luma who knows about such things. What if I don't wanna? Alright, so, yeah, we just got a whole new thing showing up. I thought it wouldn't appear until we got 14 stars, but Prankster comets. They will appear from time to time, and basically they changed the layout of how the stage works. Speedy comets will put you on a time limit. Cosmic comets force you to race against Shadow Mario. Daredevil comets will knock you down to 1 HP and typically will force you to fight a boss, though there is one where you have to go through an entire stage without taking damage once. And Fastfo comets, which will increase the speed of the enemies, making them harder to dodge. And they are also the rarest comets in the game. Here's one more, but we won't get into that until later. So, I will meet you back on the Battlerock map screen. Battlerock Galaxy, breaking into the Battlerock. Oh, mercy. It seems we are summoning our very own Tom Cruise today. Dun 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 dun. Actually, no. Because we are getting introduced to something a little different. Similar to Mario Sunshine, you actually can go out of order to some degree with some of the secret stars. In this case, we are going after a hidden star that is exclusive only to this Power Star, and it involves using these bombs. You have to collect a certain number of star bits, and we will be seeing the fruit of our labor very soon. So, until then, let's just keep grabbing bunches of star bits, hiccup, and blow things away. Blow things away. I was trying to make that seem natural, but I have no choice but to stammer because that is just part of my personality at this point. I don't know why. I love drawing circles around Mario. It feels nice. I don't want to help you. Because we have this guy. He is the first Hungry Luma that will allow you to go into a hidden stage. So, actually, we have just enough to do the job. So, now he's going to unlock a planet that would otherwise not be available from you from the get-go. And that is... show us what it is! The Trash Dump Planet. And unfortunately, this is not the only time we will be visiting the Trash Dump Planet because we will be revisiting it in the Dreadnought Galaxy, but we're getting introduced to a new NPC. That is Gizmo. Gizmos are very, very, very focused on whatever they're doing, and they will award you with power stars for doing little chores for them, like this one. Now, this particular star is a bit infamous as being one of the hardest stars to do if you don't know what you're doing. Dreadnought, I would say, is worse, but I remember as a kid, or at least whenever I was younger, that I had a lot of problems with this star because I didn't know at the time that I was supposed to aim at the lights. I didn't necessarily do a good job there, but hopefully that will cover the majority of it. Please explode, please explode. Very good. First try. I knew that bombs would be great industrial strength cleaners because I'm Mario, and that's what I used throughout the majority of Mario 64 or something. Thanks. You really helped me out there. You're quite welcome. I feel like that was a job well done. Booyah! Meet you back in a second. And we are back! Alright, launching right back in. A nifty feature of heading back into this particular stage is that if you have previously unlocked that launch star and you kind of screw up, I believe that launch star will still be there upon you re-entering the stage. And I kind of screwed up what I was trying to show. You can actually destroy the chomps with bombs. It's very tricky and you have to get the timing right, but it is a pretty, I wouldn't say totally effective way of defeating chomps, but it's at least a quick way of defeating them. But if you want to go the cheapo route, you could actually go after the rainbow star that is waiting for you over here. I like to call this area Starbit Galore, because this place has a pretty substantial amount of starbits. I think you can get up to like nearly 100 starbits if you've been collecting all the ones since you started the stage. So that's 2 free extra lives, like no additional charge. And plus it's always just fun blowing up chomps while we're rainbowified! Because, you know, it's fun. Launch that bomb right there, and it's time to go and liberate that Luma that has been waiting for us very patiently, thankfully. And I would imagine that would be incredibly terrifying, because if you stop to think about it, he was trapped inside of a glass dome for God knows how long. So, yeah, anyway. Get this nice, beautifully moved transition to Space Fantasy, which is yet another one of my favorite songs in the game. I'm trying to remember, have we actually gotten to listen to Space... Yeah, we have listened to Space Fantasy before. It's so good! I love Space Fantasy. It's just so different. And that sucked. You may not think about it, but those things actually do have names. Those are Mega Amps. They are annoying as heck. They basically serve the same purpose as amps, in that they'll electrocute you, and overall they'll just be an obstacle, nothing really to worry about if you are quick enough to get away from them. Grab even more starbits. I swear they're just handing them out like literal candy. Which, yeah, they are. They're actually based on a Japanese honey candy that I don't remember the name of, but yeah, starbits are candy. Quite literally. They're star candy. Speaking of stars, that one must be seeing some stars right there. It must be hard. Also, one of the first actually decent renders of a bomb that is not from Mario Sunshine. This is probably one of the best classical depictions of a bomb until about Super Mario 3D World, because even in 3D Land they still look a little awkward, but now they're looking bright as day, I tell ya. Now that we've broken into the Battlerock, we get to reap the rewards. As we touch down on this pretty sweet looking planetoid here. Gotta love all the space station looking places around here. And we just barely have enough time to make this area. We destroy it, and if you are so inclined, you can also blow that up for extra life. I don't plan to grab that, so I'm not going to care. Whew! Glad that made it. It's very easy to miss, but you'll reap the rewards. Topmaniac and the Topman tribe, Battlerock Galaxy. It's boss time! In translation. That sounds awesome. And looks like we're getting introduced to a new enemy type. Those are the Topmen. Or at least the spiky variation of them. The enemies that we've been currently encountering were enemies called Top Minis, actually. And that's what these are. They're Top Minis. Unless you spin into them, they are completely invulnerable to your jump. And You may think this guy is a Rocky Wrench, but no. Those guys also have an official name, and they are exclusive to the Galaxy game. Those are Undergrunts. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the name either, because they clearly look like Rocky Wrenches, and it would have been cool because this would have been their first 3D appearance, but no, that is their official name. Also, hello, Amp. I feel the need to get electrocuted by you. And goodbye to the tin can. But, you know, I guess Rocky Wrenches will have their time in the sun at some point. Because I think they appear in Super Mario 3D Land, and that's their technical first 3D appearance, but I'm not entirely sure. Now we get introduced to a member of the Topman tribe. He is, immune, just like his Topmaniac cousin. He is immune to your jump attack. You have to spin him into something electrical, or he will not be able to be defeated. Yeah, he is technically immune to your spin attack. He will not die, he will just get shoved. So, anyway, do a ground pound right here. Let's stomp on Undergrunt here. Spin that for a coin, spin that for another coin. I'm going to ignore that one. And spin open that one for some RGB star bits. Pretty cool. And now we get this particular song that I'm not exactly a big fan of, called Space Athletic. Also, I think probably one of the first occurrences of a fire bar in 3 dimensions. Pretty damn sweet, if you ask me, and I did not make that jump. It is actually possible. You can actually sequence break this area pretty badly if you do that. Because your spin jump is so potently powerful, you can do a whole lot with the level design. Like, I almost never go through the entire level, if I can help it. Because why would you do that when Mario is so athletic that he can just wall kick off something and be perfectly fine? Alrighty. Now we're getting introduced to the laser enemy here. Once again, he is completely immune to damage. However, you can use him like a springboard, just avoid his lasers. We actually ran into him in World 1, or should I say the Terrace Dome, in the Flip Switch Galaxy. But we didn't really get to properly introduce who he was until now. And it looks like we're gonna have to say goodbye to the Battlerock because Mario just destroyed it. And once again, we are on a giant UFO. Great. With a bunch of electrical things hanging out here. And, I don't think I explained who this guy is. That is the Luma Shop. He'll provide you with a 1-up or a 6-pack mushroom, which will increase your hit points to 6. I explained that in the Good Egg Galaxy, but I figure it's worth reiterating here. But since we already have a 6-pack mushroom, he is completely useless. And now, Topmaniac. Topmaniac, much like his Topman cousins, is completely immune to the jump, but unlike them, he will be shut off temporarily if you smack into him with your jump attack. However, much like his Topman cousins, you have to smack him into an electrical grid, or else he will not be damaged. But he is tougher than the other one, so it doesn't really matter in the long run. So, anyway, there we go. Boom bang pow, that's all there is to it. And, man, Battlerock Galaxy just blew by, didn't it? Speaking of blowing by, the Daredevil comet has entered orbit around the Battlerock Galaxy. So it's time for Topmaniac's Daredevil run. Yeah, you thought we were done with the Battlerock Galaxy. Nope, I was faking you out. Okay, maybe that wasn't exactly the best fake out, but whatever. So, yeah, like I explained, with the Daredevil Comet, you can't take any damage. That's why I didn't go after Mr. Luma Bob, because, yeah, I was trying to go for something of a Daredevil run without taking any damage, because while this guy is easy, it's also easy for him to ram into you, and yeah. Anyway, so this is basically Topmaniac's second run. Having issues hitting him, apparently. Trying to be as cautious as possible, because I don't want to get smacked into oblivion. Because, yeah, considering these guys are top enemies, they can actually knock you into the electrical grid themselves, and that would be very detrimental to us. And because this is, in fact, a Daredevil run, and coins recover health, you will not be awarded any coins during the duration of the Daredevil run, so good luck. Shine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Battlerock Galaxy. We will be back to the Battlerock Galaxy at some point in the future, because unlike many of its counterparts, Battlerock Galaxy actually has 6 stars in this particular area. I need to do better at explaining. Battlerock Galaxy has 6 stars. However, the 6th star will not be unlocked until after a little while, because we have to unlock Luigi in the overworld in order for that star to appear. I will explain that once we get to the Ghostly Galaxy, which is in the Kitchen Dome. There. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. But I think that'll wrap up this episode of Super Mario Galaxy. Sorry this episode was delayed, and sorry my commentary wasn't exactly up to par, but I think you're probably used to that by now. So, next time, we will be heading back into the Fountain Dome, and we will be heading directly into the Space Junk Galaxy. See you guys then.